us about yourself, your background, and how long have you been studying in Austria?
Hi, my name is Luisa. I'm from Brazil. I came to Vienna when I was 17. Now I am 29. And I'm currently doing my master degree in international development.
How was your experience of the admission process to university and visa application process through the magistrate?
The admission process was okay because I did my matura here, but the visa permission was a catastrophe. It was horrible. I wait sometimes like 1 year for the visa permit, and the communication between magistrat and the applier, it's horrible. There is no communication at all. And yeah.
If you could change something in this process, what would it be and why?
Definitely the communication, because you don't know which status you have and how far they are with the procedure. It's really, horrible.
As a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
Not at all, no, unfortunately.
Is there anything you want to say to institutions or EU citizens in general?
Yeah, it would be great to work on the magistrat, this institution in Austria in this case, and really do, I don't know, maybe like you are doing, like the raise, the how do you say, awareness?
Yes.
Because I have the feeling no one know about it. Like no Austrian people don't know about it, and yeah, that's pretty sad.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, please tell us about yourself, your background, and how long you have been studying in Austria.
Hi, my name is Dušica. I come from Bosnia and I'm living in Austria for almost 6 years now. The admission process for the university went pretty well, but the admission process for the visa, I have been waiting for every time for about like 2 or 3 months for prolonging my visa, while the first time it lasted just for 2 or 3 weeks, but every time it lasted longer. If I could change anything, I would make the visa application process much faster, and I would like that to be digitalized.
As a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
It is a lot harder for non-EU students compared to EU students. Thus, I don't feel supported.
Is there anything you would like to say to the institutions or EU citizens in general?
I would like for institutions and EU citizens in general to acknowledge how tiring and difficult this process can be, and to some extent help simplify it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, could you please tell us about yourself, your background, and how long have you been studying in Austria?
My name is Ecem. I'm 28 years old. I'm coming from Turkey. Since 1.5 years I'm studying in Austria.
How was your experience of admission process to university and visa application process through the magistrate?
University application was online. It was okay actually, it went smooth. But visa application wasn't that smooth. Mine took actually 9 months.
If you could change something in this process, what would it be?
Actually, the communication part a little bit struggling. I wasn't able to communicate with anyone else about my visa status. Maybe they could create some help desk.
As a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
Actually not. As a non-EU students, we have to pay more, around 720 euros. We have to collect amount of credits to be able to stay in Austria.
Is there anything you want to say to institutions or EU citizens in general?
Maybe institutions could establish intermediary support for non-EU students between also this magistrat, to be able to get more communication or informations about visa and also all process.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, could you please tell us about yourself, your background, and how long have you been studying in Austria?
Hello guys, my name is Ruslan Yendi. I'm from Russia. I'm doing my master's in Vienna since 2019. I'm living in Vienna.
How was your experience of the admission process to university and visa application process through the magistrate?
The application process was quite smooth. I have no problem with this application for the study, but I got some problems during my visa process. So I spent some time, around 8-9 months, just to receiving my visa.
If you could change something in this process, what would it be?
I would suggest to make it more like more digitalization through this internet, that every person can check the process of visa, that how long they have to wait to receive the visa, all this stuff.
As a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
Actually, I haven't seen any support, but I don't need it to.
Is there anything you want to say to institutions or EU citizens in general?
In general, I would say to institutions just to let students work more. It's about the work permission. And even the students of the end of the year, I mean like the end of the master's study, they cannot apply for the internship, for example, because the students can work only for 20 hours. But most of these internships required 40 hours, like full job. It's almost impossible to get internship in Vienna.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Can you please tell us about yourself, your background, and how long have you been studying in Austria?
Yes, so my name is Asai. I'm half Turkish, half Korean. I was raised mostly in Albania. I moved to Vienna back in 2017 September, and I've been here since then. Yes.
Okay. And how was your experience of the admission process to university and visa application process through the magistrate?
My visa application process was fairly easy, but I have heard from my friends with other citizenship that they have that they were being waited and that they have been waiting for very long, months.
If you could change something in this process, what would it be and why?
Well, I would certainly make it easier for non-EU citizens to come to the EU. But in what way, I do not know. But I would certainly make it more equal because when you look at it, EU citizens can just move around as they like, but someone from a non-EU country, which is also in Europe, cannot.
Mm-hmm. And as a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
Do I feel supported? Depends on what sense. For example, as a non-EU citizen, you need to have a work permit to work, and usually employers tend to prefer EU citizens rather than non-EU citizens because it's just less paperwork with normal EU citizens. So in this sense, I do not feel supported. In many other aspects, I do feel supported, but they not in just as much as I am supported, normal EU citizens are also supported in other aspects.
Mm. And is there anything you would want to say to institutions or EU citizens in general?
Institutions, what I would say is to somehow make opportunities more equal between EU citizens and non-EU citizens. That would be my suggestion. I'm not a policy expert, so I do not know how that could be done, but if I would have a suggestion.
And for the citizens?
Suggestion for the citizens?
Yeah. Anything to say, doesn't have to be a suggestion.
I think that would be all on my side.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Hi, please tell us about yourself, your background, and how long you have been studying in Austria.
Hello, my name is Bojan. I come from Bosnia. I finished my primary and secondary school in Bosnia, and then I moved to Vienna to study microbiology and genetics. I've been studying for about 5 years now.
How was your experience of the admission process to university and visa application process through the Magistrat?
Well, the process for admission to university was fairly simple and straightforward, but the process of getting visa, it was quite more complicated than expected, because this entire process requires a large number of documents to be submitted and checked by the Magistrat in order to get your visa, which only lasts for 1 year.
If you could change something in the process, what would it be and why?
Well, the process itself should be somewhat more simplified, because it requires a lot of time and effort from both parties in order to be successful. And one of the major downsides, I think, it's because it only takes 1 year. Basically, visa is only for 1 year. In my opinion, it should be longer, at least 2 years.
As a non-EU student in Austria, do you feel supported?
Well, no, because as a non-EU student you don't have the access to scholarships at all. You are basically on your own. You have to finance yourself by working part-time, and basically you're only allowed to work 20 hours per week as a non-EU student, and that barely covers your monthly expenses, let alone semester fees and your visa application, which everything costs a lot of money.
Is there anything you want to say to the institutions or EU citizens in general?
Yes, for the institutions, in my opinion, they should simplify the entire process for non-EU students, because the entire process of moving from one country to another, it's hard. And when they make additional barriers and ropes jump through, it's extremely difficult, especially when you're not native speaker, when you have also the language barrier, and the entire process is extremely complicated, and it takes up to 3 months to get your visas. And even when you apply to your visa, you rarely get any feedback from Magistrat. They are extremely closed and they're not transparent at all in the entire process.
Thank you very much for your participation.
You're welcome.